Hey, you guys, thank you for tuning in again with us. Level Up with Sharie, and we also have
Gina
in the house.
Yes.
What's up, girl?
I just thought about it because I go by the Gina Richardson, and I don't feel that it would be right if I didn't say that on here, just to make sure that everybody knows, because I think very much highly of myself. So I like to do the Gina Richardson.
Say it again.
The brand.
Say
The Gina Richardson is the brand that I've created. Richardson. Did y'all hear that?
I hear that.
One thing I want to tell y'all, and it's so funny as women, we know that we look nice, we look beautiful. We were just sitting here having a conversation about how do we look. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, am I giving Muffin Man over here? Sharie was wondering how she looked, and we look great.
I got these barrel pants, and I feel like
they're so cute.
Like, what is this?
What? It's just something that's sitting there.
Why is this doing this like that?
It just does it when you sit down, but when you stand up, you fine.
Okay.
You're fine. It don't even matter. I didn't even know what barrel pants was. They cute.
Oh, the barrel pants is when you let me show you.
Yeah, look how cute these eyes. Look how cute she look.
It's when they come out like a barrel.
Yeah, okay, cute.
Yeah.
I like that. I gotta find me some barrel pants. I'm over here trying not to, spill out like what's that? The muffins, what is that? Pillsbury muffins right now.
Yeah. You know what? My girlfriend told me when I wear these, I gotta wear a tight shirt.
Yes.
Because last time she told me I look like a what's that little cartoon SquarePants? SpongeBob.
Shut up.
Linda.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my girlfriend Linda told me I look like SpongeBob.
Oh my goodness.
She told me I look square.
But that does make sense, just because if you are going to have something on baggier, you do need to have something on tighter. And that's the thing. It's like, as women and aging, now I'm 41 now, so in my 40s it's like I'm realizing how weight is starting to shift, and what things look good, how pants look and how shirts look. Crop tops looking a little bit better than other shirts now.
Yeah, but who rules is that? Why do we gotta go to? But man, forget the world.
It's the world.
I like to wear baggy shirts and baggy pants.
It's like I always feel fat, but I don't know if that's just because I'm looking at what other people are doing and I'm seeing, okay, this is how I should be dressing, or if I actually, because I feel more comfortable in the baggier stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like we just said.
If you look good, if you feel like you look good, and you looked in the mirror before you walked out the house and you was like, okay, I look cute. And then somebody tell you, no, that's not cute.
You want to know what it is? Because I think that there's a cute for girls, and there's a cute for women, and there's a cute for men. So because I'm single, and single ladies, y'all can attest to this, because I'm single, what I think is cute may be cute to what the women think, but I ain't trying to attract the women's. Okay, I'm trying to get the men's, and so what I may think is cute may not be attractive to them. So I'm always trying to think in the eye of, what are men seeing when I come out and I look too baggy? Are they attracted to that? And I don't even know if I should even be thinking about it like that, or if I should be looking at, how do I feel?
How do you feel?
And that's an insecurity that I just admitted out loud. I don't know why, but I'm just like this shirt. If I was going somewhere, I probably wouldn't wear this, because I'm thinking maybe I should be a little bit tighter, and you can see exactly how full figured or what my figure actually looks like.
Your booty is bootying.
Thank you. Training in the morning. Y'all hear that? Yes. Made a commitment, okay? Trying to get right. Level up. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's funny. That is so funny. No, seriously.
But it's like, I'm thinking about how you created this platform, and it's like, you're the right person to talk to people about leveling up. You know how you have so many of these content creators, and this is like no shade or anything like that. You have so many people who make profit off of telling people what to do, how to do it, when their only gain in life is selling these products to tell people how to do things. Not that they've actually become a success themselves. You know what I'm talking about? So like how you have been in your business for so long, created multiple business, and being able to share a story and share real facts and statistics, versus those people who are just creating, like, remember back in the day when they started with the ebooks, and then people who are doing like these workshops and things of that sort. That's their only thing, and no shade to them, but it's like, I love that you have something where you're able to pour back into, where people can actually just learn and take from you for the free. If y'all watching this is for the free right now.
For the free, yeah.
Until it ain't.
Yeah. And I actually have proof, like,
I've
done it. And that's so true.
And doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the reason why this platform was created. It was created because, one, I want to show people that it's possible.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to be very authentic and transparent with my journey.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people will walk up and be like, oh my God, Sharie, it's impossible. Look at her. Look at her. But they're not knowing. They're not knowing my story. They don't know that I'm just a little girl from Los Angeles. You know, I have my own story. I have my own struggle. It wasn't easy. You know, I've been divorced once, on my way of being divorced again. I got 4 kids. I've been in all type of situations. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like the more that you're transparent with your life, especially when you have or on your way or have arrived or on your way of arriving or when people just see that you are a success, right? I think it's important for you to be transparent and let people know, like, hey, this journey was not easy. And I was right where you are today. Like, I was there. But this is what happens when you keep believing. This is what happens when you have faith.
Absolutely. And I want to talk about authenticity. And so the person that you see before you right now in me is the person that I am in every aspect of my life. A lot of people talk about code switching. Especially, of course, barbershop talk. Black people, of course. A lot of people feel, because when they work in, like, say, corporate settings or whatever setting it is, what have you, that they have to code switch. What do you think about that, especially when we're talking about authenticity?
You know, I think that I have different versions of myself. And when I walk into a room, I'm always Sharie.
Right.
I'm always who I am, right? But it's a time where I can be as loud as I will be if it's just me and you and my homegirls, right? Sometimes you have to turn it, what is it called? Tone it down? Tone it down?
Yeah, tone it down.
And sometimes, you know, you have to dress the part, right? But I believe that I'm this person all the time. Like, I'm Sharie all the time. I'm the Sharie who could be hood. I'm the Sharie who could be professional. I'm the Sharie who can be a minister and speak what the word says. I'm Sharie, so I'm different versions of me. It's different versions of me. And so when people say code switch, I think as long as you're switching to another version of yourself, it's fine. But if you're code switching to a totally different thing that you can't even relate to, like somebody who's fake, then I think that's when it's
And that's what I think.
It's not being authentic.
And that's what I think people are doing, and that's what I think people get messed up because a lot of times, yes, you hear my voice. It can be. I've been a loud girl. I was a cheerleader growing up. I'm one of those people who talks loud. I think it's because I can't hear myself talking sometimes. That may be a real medical issue. I may need to check that out as we sit here talking about it. But I can't hear myself sometimes. But I think my voice is just really powerful because I feel like I have something to say. But people will say, are you this person in every aspect of your life? I am. At work, the people know who I am. When I'm in, when I sit, when I'm on the dais as a commissioner, they know exactly who I am. To my sorority, when I'm in there, when I'm doing business, everyone knows who I am. Now, of course, when we're talking about switching a little bit, yes, they're at church, I can't be as loud, right? When I'm serving at church, yes, I may calm it down a little bit, but my praise is going up loud. Okay, so that's that version of me, but I'm not switching who my personality is. And I think a lot of times people think of code switching and they want to act, I don't want to say act white, but they switch it off to be somebody completely different. And the only reason why I brought that up is because we talked about authenticity and being transparent and true to yourself. And I feel like you being transparent and so true and authentic is what's led to your success. And a lot of people are scared to put that out there because they're scared to show the world who they really are.
But you know what? The reality is people are most attracted to people who are authentic. And in the beginning, I remember joining a few different organizations when I moved to Sacramento. And I remember feeling like I had to be something that I wasn't. And that wasn't who I am. And I saw that it doesn't matter who you try to be, they still treated me like crap.
Exactly.
And until I became who, like, had to, like, check it out. I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm here. I deserve to be at this table.
That's
like, until I start letting Sharie become Sharie, that's when the respect came.
Yeah.
But before, they thought they could walk over me, talk to me any type of way.
Yeah.
And I had to let them know.
Absolutely.
And so I think even like I have meetings, I walk in rooms with so many quote unquote important people.
Yeah.
And when I walk in that room, I may say, hey, check it out. Or I may be like, that's a hot mess.
Right.
You know, I may tell, listen, it doesn't matter who's in the room. I'm still myself.
Yes.
I know when to speak. I know when not to speak. I know, you know, if I can have a shot of tequila in front of this person, I know if I can. And most of the time I would take it anyway. I don't care. Like people are like, oh, don't put the wine, don't put this in the shot.
Most deals are done on the golf course, they're drinking. If you're at a bar, a lot of deals or a lot of big things are happening, and it's normally with some type of libations, right? So we can't even count that out. But you said something that I wanted to go back to. When you're yourself, you can see who takes and leaves you, right? When you're acting like someone else, you have a lot of fake people that can just stay around you just because they may be attracted to that version of whatever it is that you're acting like. But when you're truly authentic, you attract the people that's supposed to be
fake
around
people
you.
will be attracted to fake people.
Absolutely.
You attract who you are.
Absolutely. That's a big one. Y'all heard that, right? Okay.
Honestly, like you are a reflection. Like your friends, the people that it's in your circle, the people that you are, or people that's attracted to you and you're attracted to, it's just a reflection of who you are internally.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
So if you keep getting assholes
around
as friends and relationships, you got to go in that mirror and check the asshole inside of you.
You got to go deep.
You got to
go deep and go look. And it's good that you say that. And it's like, I love, you know, we're Capricorns. And so you naming this level up always makes me think of all of these different things to just address. And we're also pretty deep. So we may go deep on here. Okay. And so when you say look inside of yourself, right? A lot of people, we live in a world now because there's so much social media, there's so much noise, if you will, right? You can get music whenever you want to. You can watch the movie that you want to watch. You can distract yourself with so many different things. So looking inside of yourself, right? I don't think a lot of people get a chance or even know how to even look inside of themselves so they can see what is it inside of me that may be attracting the wrong people in my life, whether that's relationship or that's friendships. So for yourself, I'm sure that you've had to do this a number of times and we've talked about it. How do you like just quiet the noise so that you can look inside of yourself and you can see who am I and how do I continue to improve who Sharie is on a daily?
I think my journey started with counseling and really having a counselor who understood the psychology of what we was really made of, the spiritual side as well, right? Because what I'm learning is that we should be able to step out of ourselves and see ourselves.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know how to do that. And how do you do it? You have to understand that this is a form that we're in and that we're spiritual beings, right? And it's a process of getting there. I watched one of the people that I love listening to is Dwayne Dwyer. Oh my gosh. This man is amazing.
I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah. And he really teach on how to. And so what I've also learned is that everything that you don't like in somebody else, you don't like it. And the reason why it's so loud is because it's inside of you. So then you start sitting back and be like, okay, well, where is that at? How is that inside of me? And then it's also doing some healing work, right? Going back to figure out, okay, childhood trauma. What happened to me when I was 2? Do I remember? I don't remember 2, but I do remember when I was 4 years old. And I remember when my uncle said that my teeth went every which way but the right way. And I also remember, I remember this person used to tease me. So then you kind of get down to the root of a lot of insecurities that you're carrying now at 47 that happened when you was between 5 and 10 or 1 and 5. It's a lot of work. And I would say it's not just a lot of work, but it's very uncomfortable. And you have to be able to sit by yourself with yourself, or you're going to have to sit by yourself after you talk to somebody and they start pointing out some of the things that's within. You're going to have to say, okay, I see this.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to run from it.
I mean, it's
because
easy
it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's painful. It hurts.
Yeah.
Who wants to say in a mirror, "Hey, I'm pretty fucked up"?
Yeah. Nobody.
Nobody want to do that.
Nobody.
And so, but that's the start. Is to see you as part of the problem in order for you to be part of the solution.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that was great, and that's good self-care to make sure that you're doing for yourself. And speaking of that used to be hard for me, but it started with when I started going to counseling. My therapist was absolutely amazing. It's something about, I want to talk about therapist preferences too soon. But my therapist, he was absolutely amazing. And because he had so many boundaries that I had to make sure that I was adhering to, he helped me with creating my own boundaries inside so I can take a look inside of me and say, oh my goodness, I didn't know that I did this. I didn't know that this was happening. And it made me, I think anything that makes me well up and cry, I was just like, I wanted to run from. But then I realized, okay, you got to go deeper. That's the time.
Sit in it for a minute.
Yes.
Sit in it.
And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And he was real good with, okay, what do you feel? What do you see? Like we did EDMR, I believe was the type of therapy where it was, and that we did tapping and things of that sort. And it was so interesting how I can close my eyes and he would take me through childhood traumas or pains that I had so that I can sit in that moment and get through that. And he'll ask me, okay, so how would you get yourself out of that now? Or what would you do now? And I was just, and things like that. So I just thought that I would just bring that up just because things like that, I think that we should always be continuing to do because we need to quiet the noise sometimes so that we can understand ourselves.
I'm going through a wellness journey right now with, his name is Pharaoh. He's with 1827 and he does vegan food, but he doesn't just do vegan food. He does like wellness. And he also say, like, he was telling me, like, I go to Target and I don't see anybody. I don't see nobody. It's just me and God just talking. And he was saying, like, but when things do bother me and when somebody says something, I have to look within because it only irritates me because it's within. But the only time you can really realize that is spending time with you. Spending time with you and the God inside of you, right? And a lot of people are so busy where they don't take the time to quiet themselves so they can hear the voice inside.
A lot of noise going on.
It's a lot of noise. And again, it's not an easy journey.
No.
It takes, I mean, I read books, I listen to audiobooks for like all the time. And it's really a technique to it to be able to come out of yourself and see yourself. Like see the person, like me stepping out of myself right now, but watching myself talk to you.
And also, we just want to let y'all know, we sinus and allergies are going on really bad over here. So if you hear it in our voices,
bad.
We giving it to you. I had a really bad sinus infection. Sharie, she has allergies going on, and so we hanging on. So just in case, if y'all like, what's going on? All of the sinuses and allergies right now. So
sorry.
No, girl, we got, and the show goes on regardless of what's going on with us, and that's another thing. And I don't know if that's just with us being women, right? I feel like, and this is no disrespect to men, right? I feel men have something happen to them, they out.
They shut down.
They can't. I mean, a cold.
Carlos came. He walked in here. He said, "Wait, you sick?"
Yeah,
I'm about to be out.
I'm about to go.
What? He was like, I'm about to be out.
Sick.
I said, huh?
It's allergies.
I got allergies. But he was ready to turn around and bounce.
We still gotta go. What is that in us as women that we still feel like we have to go? We still want to get things done regardless to what, even if it is like something. Because I feel like a man, if he had what we have right now, he'd be in the bed. I just feel like he would. Bed, right? Would be in the bed. Why do we as women think that we have to?
Society.
Yeah.
The pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's okay. I think we need to understand it's okay for us to rest too. It's okay for us to sit down and rest. It is hard when it's only you, right?
Yeah.
When it's only you, we don't have nobody else. It's only you.
Yeah.
But I think that we need to learn how to rest and how to take care of ourselves. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, then who's going to take care of us and our kids?
Yeah. I feel bad even admitting this. If I'm sitting down and I'm not working, like if I just sit down and just like turn on like a series, I'm like, what else could I be doing? My mind, literally, if I've done everything that I needed to do in my job, for all of the other commitments that I have, my mind literally says, what else is it that you need to do? It really doesn't want me to rest. Do you battle, especially with you doing so much in all of the businesses that you have, do you ever battle with that?
I used to. I used to go to bed with the laptop. I used to get home at 10 o'clock at night, open up my laptop, work on products, work on hair, finding vendors, then shut down the computer until 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then have to wake back up at 7. And it's not healthy.
How did you stop though?
Counseling.
Oh, okay. All right. Everything go back to therapy, y'all. Everything goes back to therapy.
Counseling. Really? And then also realizing that what's not going to get done right now, it's just not going to get done. I could pick it back up tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm learning that, and I learned that everything just don't have to right now.
Yeah.
And really taking the moment, because that type of personality, that drive can make you never live in the moment.
Yeah.
Never live in the now.
Yeah.
And what I'm learning is to live in the now. Like when I sleep, I want to really enjoy my sleep.
Yeah.
I don't want to get to the point where I'm so tired, where I'm just knocked out and I'm not really enjoying my sleep. No, I want to take a shower.
Yeah.
I want to put my pajamas on.
Yeah.
I want to take my bed, lift my legs up and watch a movie and then drink my tea and then listen to my prayer thing at night and then fall asleep. Like I want the process.
Not just be knocked out.
Not knocked out.
Dead tired.
And we deserve that. I want to be in the now of all of that.
Yeah.
Because when we're not in the now, we're missing so much.
Yeah.
So I've learned, and I think, like I said, this journey for me started in 2018 when I lost my mom.
Yeah.
And when I lost my dad. And then I lost my brother.
Yeah.
And then I found out that, you know, my husband he was out there doing his own thing.
Yeah.
I had to learn, Sharie, your life is just passing by. People are dying. Your mama's not here no more. Your daddy's not here no more. Your kids are leaving. They're going to college. One day it's just going to be you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you living your life? And are you living your life in the now?
Yeah.
Like
that's
right
so good.
now.
I don't know. That just spoke to me because I do need to live my life in the now. I think I get so stuck into, because I'm good at doing a lot of things and I've committed myself in so many different ways. I get so caught up in saying yes to a lot of things versus saying no, so that I can kind of stop and live in the now. And that makes me feel busy even when I'm not busy.
Yeah. And just understand, when you're saying no to someone else, you're saying yes to you.
Yeah.
So you're saying yes, but you're saying now yes to you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, you just stared past me. I don't even know if that's a word.
And it's a book. Hold on, let me find this book. It's a book that I've read too. It's so good. I'm about to get this book.
So do you read, or do you audible read?
Girl, listen.
Child. I don't know what it is. Sitting with a book, I'd be like, absolutely not. Where's the audible? And Spotify has books on there now too. So where I used to buy books, I just listen on Spotify because there's so many free ones. So just in case if y'all didn't know that, Spotify has a whole bunch of premium books on there.
Really?
Yes. So many books.
The Power of Now.
The Power of Now.
The Power of Now. You want to get that book.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an amazing book. And it talks about how to be present. And I read that book too. And it was just like eye-opening. But Dwayne Dreyer, he's amazing as well.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. I apologize, y'all. There's gonna be a bunch of little coughs in here. I want to kind of shift and talk about relationships, especially with being such a powerful woman and a woman in this space, and you being a beautiful woman. You know how you hear, oh, you're just so beautiful. How can anybody do this to you, or things like that? Like people, or what I hear now, you're so beautiful, how can you be single, and things like that. Or when you're dating and the guy want to ask you, why are you single? I don't want to say what do you think about that question, but it's just like, to those people who may ask you, so like people who know that you've been divorced and going through a divorce and things of that sort, did that question come up, and did people ask you that, and what would be like your reaction to that?
I had people ask me, girl, you must be crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you single? You got divorced one time and you're on your way of being divorced again. Like, it must be you. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I tell them, yeah, it is me. I keep picking wrong.
Hey, look.
I picked wrong the first time. I picked wrong the second time. So it's some stuff that I have to do within to figure out why I keep getting the same type of person in a different body, in a different form. Goodness. And so, again, Gina, I been married since I was 21 years old, straight. Mm-hmm. I literally got divorced 6 months later. Not even 6 months. I think my divorce decree was like December 31st. I was remarried by March 1st.
Dick, I wanted to do that.
Girl, no you don't. No you don't. No you don't. So,
I got divorced, single, 10 years.
No, listen. So I went directly into another relationship.
Yeah.
And I always say, even when I got married at 21, it was some things I haven't dealt with from my teens and when I was younger. So I got married, I picked wrong. You know, I always picked the same type of guys that was out there in the streets.
Yeah.
And
because they fun.
Girl, no they not. Listen. So I picked wrong, and then I never did any counseling, never did any self-work, and I picked the same type of man again. Just a different form, you know? And when people ask what's wrong with you, you know, it's a lot wrong with me. So let me go ahead and get start on my journey. But I don't think just because you've been divorced twice doesn't mean that you're just a bad pick.
No, and I don't either.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different celebrities, right? I always go back when I'm thinking about this because I always felt like being divorced felt like a scarlet letter for a little bit. For some reason, I don't know why that was in my head. But it's like Halle Berry, number one. I mean, beautiful, gorgeous woman. Why would you divorce Halle, right? Kim Kardashian, I'm bringing her into the mix because I know she's been married at least like 3 times, right? I believe it's 3. I don't know. It's 4? Shut up. 4 times.
I didn't know that.
4 times. Okay, it is 4. I just thought about it. Yes, I had to go back to my little, little T news or whatever. But you think about it, and it's like when men ask me, because I'm single and I've been single, so I got married at 18. Got divorced, was separated at 29, and the divorce was final when I was 31, 32. I've been single all of that time. I don't know. Now it feels like there's been lots of people to play with. There's been lots of people to that just want to come into my life and situationship it up, right? But there hasn't been that one that wants to wife me up. But then, as you just said, that's something that we as women, I don't think we do enough. What is the accountability inside of ourselves? And it could be the picking. And I think even for myself, it could just be the picking.
Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely the picking. It's something in us that we have to figure out how to pick correctly.
Yeah.
And so even in but let's take away the romantic relationship. We need to learn how to pick relationships.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, even in friendships, because what I realized is sometimes I even pick the same type of friend.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you could pick the wrong type of friend. Thank God the friendships that I have right now, they've been around for years.
Yeah.
Like my friends now, I think I don't have anybody around less than 6 years.
Yeah.
Like I don't get a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And then my oldest relationship, even the people who I work with, Latasha been there for 13 years. Pearl been there for 12 years.
Yeah.
Denise been there for 10 years. My assistant's been there for 4 years. So I know.
You got a lot of long-term people with you.
I do.
That's dope.
Do. And I love people, right?
Yeah.
And I love to cultivate that space of let's grow together. Let's level up together.
Yeah.
But you get some people who see that you're like that's coming around just to suck from you, just to pull from you, just to see what they can get from you, right? And those same type of people are the same people that's telling you you're not a good person.
Yeah.
Your heart is wicked.
Yeah.
You're out here doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, especially when you start putting boundaries up.
And because they don't know you too. They haven't been around long enough. And I mean, I'm glad that you said that. I have a really good friend circle. Like you just said, I have people who have been around me a long time. My longest friend, my best friend who's in Houston, we went to kindergarten together.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know each other since we were 5. That's the one who can make me cry right now, because she know me inside and out, every struggle, every trial, tribulation. We didn't been there. We didn't got into it. We did not been cool, but we didn't came back, and I love her to pieces. And I have some friends, good friend circle around me. So I have a long process for coming into my life. I don't know. It's just something about, I don't know if this is me being a Capricorn or what. I have a process of what that even looks like, just because you can't just come in being a friend. You build up to being a friend. You stay an associate, and you were mentioning boundaries. You have to have boundaries with people, because when you don't, people can just run all over you. And then when you inflect a boundary later, then that's when they start name calling you and calling you all of these different things, because it wasn't there in the first place, or they don't see it with certain other friends and things like that. Yeah.
No, it's true. And then as soon as you tell people no, it become an issue.
Yeah.
You're mean, you're this, you think you all that. Like, when I start saying no is when I start seeing the true person come out.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about relationships with, my ex, and also relationships with people.
Yeah.
You start saying no, especially when they're so used to you saying yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't like it.
I just got to point out, because I'm a music girl, Beyonce got a song called Yes. She said that. Have you heard that song? Oh my goodness, it's on Dangerously in Love. I said yes to your mama, and yes to you dating me. Yes, we can be together, but you gotta wait for me. The first time I said no.
Yeah, I know that song. Yep.
So funny. I was just like, wait, there's a song.
That's so true.
It's like I never said yes. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I just had to make sure that I brought that up. And that's true. It's very true. True enough that the Queen has a song about it.
No.
Way back in 2003.
No, seriously. Seriously.
And that's something though too. And if these are your real friends, but friends don't take advantage of each other, right? And it's just like, I guess when you have to put those boundaries up, it's so that you aren't in ways taken advantage of, or you're not trying to think of another word, because not that friends don't take advantage of you. People who are acting like they're your friends try to take advantage of you. So I should say it like that, because the people that's around you, they real. Those are the people who wouldn't ever, or they won't overstep on your boundaries.
And if they do, they're quick to check themselves and say, you know what, I was wrong.
Absolutely.
I apologize.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Absolutely. And not try to manipulate you and make you feel bad. Yeah. And that's the same with when it comes to like relationships and things like that. Men who would do that to you and make you feel bad or turn things around on you, then that's how you know who's supposed to be there and who's not. But going back to it, it's like being a single woman and people asking, okay, so what's wrong with you? Why are you single? I always hate that question, because let's talk about something else. I'm still trying to figure it out. And it's so funny, just to tell a story about a guy that I was dating, quote unquote, I thought that I was dating, right? He was like, I think after a month, he was like, you know what? You're fine. You are great. You just need the right man. And he showed me that he wasn't going to be the right man for me. I'm so sorry. Yep, he like,
That's him calling?
Yeah. That's not. My bad, y'all. No, it's like, he was like, no. He was like, you are great. You absolutely are great. And I was just like, thank you. I know that. He was just like, he just wasn't ready to date. He wasn't ready to be that, because I always say I'm a wife. I'm not a girl. I don't even know how to even be a girlfriend. I'm just a wife. I don't know why. I just am. I just want to nurture. I want to care. I want to do all of the things right now. I don't want to. I hate those first steps. What's your favorite color? What's this? What's that? Building up to that. I just want to be courted, married. That's where I want to go. Court, married. Right? Go to the court, get married. I'm just playing. That's where I'm at. That's just how I am. And I think it's because I was raised by my grandparents. With my mom, of course, but it was like I just saw all of those old traditions.
Those are just Capricorn's period. I mean, I hate to put the signs on there, but my counselor told me that I am not built to be in relationships. Like he said, Sharie, you're not going to date for a long time.
No.
He said that you're definitely going to be in some type of relationship.
Absolutely.
He said you are a cultivator, and I know that I am. I like to cultivate things, and I want to build something with someone.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just don't want to play around. Like, I don't even like dating. So I know that they say dating, you should date multiple people, right? In theory, that feels really cute and fun, right? But I want to get to know someone deeply. I don't want to get to know man A, B, C, D, and have a whole, I've never
roster,
been the person, I've never had a roster. I don't want a roster, right? Like ever since I was little, when I was in 6th grade, Patrick, I remember this like yesterday. He used to buy me the teddy bears. That was my little boyfriend. 8th grade, DeMarcus, loved him. Oh my goodness. Just loved him, right?
Yeah.
Then I had a high school sweetheart. Then after high school sweetheart, I got married. It's always been somebody right there to be the next person that's up. And so I was just like, I don't want to like date A through D.
Yeah,
I just don't want to do that. That's not the person that I am. I don't want to have to keep up with so much from people because I'm a lover. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to have to sit here and me like, I fall in love quick too. Yeah. It's just a few things that make me fall in love. Boom, I'm in love. I don't want to go through that with a whole roster of men.
Yeah, I think it's a way you can do it though. I think you can have people that you're dating, but only date one at a time. But once you know that one ain't it, take them off the list. Yeah. Like I was just telling my girlfriends, let's not drag these people that we already know got 3 things on the list that ain't gonna work. Yeah. Why even keep them? Yeah. Take them off the list. Add somebody else. Yeah. Figure out if he gonna meet the. Yeah. And then if he doesn't, take him off the list. Yeah. Okay, next. Yeah. All right, you cool. I'm gonna date you for a little bit. And then date somebody for a whole 4 seasons. Like I don't want to see you just when times is good. I need to see you in summer, fall, winter, and spring. Yes.
That feels long for me.
Listen. That's too long?
That's the reason why I ain't got nobody right now, child. I am 6 months married.
No more. We're not doing that.
Really?
No.
6 months.
Listen, I did that.
I did too. I know.
No.
6 months married.
No, it's a whole season.
Oh my goodness.
Because that person is a different person in each season. Yeah. And so you don't want to date somebody for 6 months and then find out who this person is in spring is somebody totally different in winter. Oh. So you want to be able to see a whole year. Yeah. Because things is going to come up. You're going to see how he deal with anger. Yeah. You're going to see how he deals with pressure. Yeah. You're going to see how he deal with you. Yeah. Feel isolated and you have pressure and how do he deal with all that? You want to see how he deal with trauma, with somebody maybe passing or somebody being in a hot, like how do you deal in all these different situations? And sometimes in a year, some of this stuff is going to occur. Yeah. How are you going to stand with me? How are you going to be with me? Because let me tell you, we're getting too old to keep doing this stuff over and over again. So we're 47. I don't know, how old are you?
I'm 48?
Oh Lord, I'm old. You young. So you 41, I'm 47. We don't want to keep making the same mistakes. So give these people a whole season. Yeah. And then as soon as you realize something that you are like non-negotiable, take them off the list. And stop wasting time with people that we know, or stop having, but he's cool. I'm gonna let this pass. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe he'll change. No, baby. We 40s. We in our 40s. Yeah. I don't got time to wait for nothing to change.
That I will say, I've gotten really good with this. Like I used to not be good at letting people down easy, as I call it now. Like just letting them know, you know what? I'll kind of give them chances. Now it's like at the first thing something happens, boom. Hey, just tap you on the shoulder. Go ahead and clock out. Like we finish.
You have to.
Go ahead and clock out.
And it's not being mean. That's why it's so important. What I'm learning is that we need to write down the things that are non-negotiable and things that and anything that's on that list. Then bye. Yeah. But what I also do, and I've learned this through my counseling, is that every day I have 5 directives. And I write down my 5 directives. And when I write down my 5 directives, I speak to those things as if it's already here. Yes. So even though I'm going through a divorce, I still say my husband treats me good. He listens. Yes. He honors me like Christ honors the church. Yes. He protects me. We have fun time together. We travel the world.
Yeah.
We do this, we do that. My kids are safe.
Yeah.
They're in school. They're protected.
Yeah.
They make smart and righteous decisions.
Amen.
You know, my finances is overflowing.
Amen.
You know, I speak it as if it is.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when I started doing my directives for my husband, men start showing up.
Yes.
That's like, okay, that's 3 of them. That's three things I pray for.
Hey.
That's 4 things I pray for. So we just got to learn. We got to figure, like, I'm not about to play this thing like, okay, let's just see what happens. No, I'm too old. We about to have strategy, God. Give me strategy so I can bring into my life exactly who you have for me, and I can identify, because I already know what I wrote down. And who's in front of me is who I wrote down. God, thank you. Check. Next. Let's get married.
I like that you brought that. Yes, I like that you brought that up. And I tell, like, because I have my friend circle right now is single as well. And we talk about strategy when it comes to men. Because I'm just like, okay, so we have a strategy when we're looking for jobs, when we're looking for our career, when we're trying to attain anything in our lives. But when it comes to men, we just kind of just let it just happen. And I agree with having some type of strategy, because I can remember, I'm not in that season now, but I remember there was a season where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try the dating apps just so I can see and kind of go through, just to have more, because of course having more numbers, just to be able to have access. But then I realized, I'm just like, no, when I actually have a strategy, the men actually show up. When I have something, I have a manifestation guide for the most part of what it is that I'm looking at, and these are the things that I want. And I talk to God about that and say, God, prepare. And I'm not even praying for the man. God, prepare me to be the wife that I need to be to the man that you have for me. So when he shows up, that I can make sure that I'm being that I'm continuing to work on myself. And men have just been showing up. I ain't even had to get on the apps. I was like, amen.
They will. If you're speaking it. God says, speak it. Speak it. Everything he ever created. We're creating a marriage. We're creating a family.
Absolutely.
That's why I tell my boys, my son, I mentioned this before, but you know, he's a volleyball player. You ask him, hey, did you win? Mom, of course I won. Of course. Like, I'm good.
Amen.
And so
look at him.
He speaks that over his life. Like right now, he's saying he want to go to Pepperdine University.
Okay.
I'm going to Pepperdine. I'm going to Pepperdine.
Amen.
I'm learning. I just read this book. And Dwayne Dwyer, and he was saying that it was a Jamaican kid, and his grandmother asked him all the time, what do you want to do? He said, I want to be a doctor. I want to be the doctor. The grandmother said, keep speaking it. Keep speaking it. He ended up being the #1 doctor that performed heart surgery.
Oh my goodness.
And he came from nothing, but he kept speaking it. So we have to understand the power that we have just in our time. And so speak it. This is the type of man I want.
Yeah, and actually, and working towards it. And it's like, I'm glad that you brought that up. That's just like, I feel like basketball players more so than anything. Basketball players, when you go back to them when they were little, they kept that basketball in their head. They kept talking about, especially the greats, kept saying that they were going to be in the NBA, they were going to do this, they were going to do that, and then they actually go into the NBA. Not to say that there are some people who fall short of it, but a lot of the times that's what their stories look like, or their dad or someone, a family member was in the NBA, or some of the NFL players. But that makes sense. Continuing to speak it and continuing to do those things so that we can move into it.
Even when you don't physically see it.
Man.
Because listen, I believe that everything has already been created.
Absolutely.
We're just here to manifest it.
Absolutely.
And I walk with authority now. Like, I see a lot of things that I wasn't doing in my past, even with my kids.
Yeah.
I know that we have authority. I know I have authority.
Yeah.
And so we just got to walk in that authority. The only time we don't get the things that we don't get the things that we want is because it's something that's pulling us in doubt.
Absolutely.
And so I'm learning to remove the doubt. I'm learning to speak the things that, like, we're literally sitting in a dream that God gave me, a picture.
A beautiful dream.
Listen, and I was denied 10 times. And even when he told me this was it, I was like, I don't see this house as being nothing. I will show you, it's on my phone. I will show you the vision board I did. And I did the vision board, and we walk in the house, you can look out, you can see the pool. And so when I came to this house, I was like, okay, guys, is this it? And he was like, yes. And then he gave me a vision on how this house was going to be once it got fixed up. And I said, okay, I trust you. Mind you, listen, I got denied 10 times for the loan. 10 times, but I kept coming, parking my car, walking around this driveway saying, but God, you said, God, you said, God, you said. And then I start visioning myself, walking in the house, kissing my boys, going in there, cooking dinner, having pool parties in the back. I start seeing myself. And then all of a sudden, I got the call. You got approved. You know, it's
Look
like,
at God.
And I remember they said I got approved, and they said, but instead of putting 5% down, now you need 15% down or 20% down. I forgot which one it was. But then I heard my mom say, your daddy got it. And then my dad gave me a lump sum of money to help me get this piece of property. So what I'm saying is, and when it's God's will and he gave you the vision, oh no, I'm going, listen, I don't care what anybody say. If he already showed me the milk and honey, I'm going to believe that it's milk and honey. Amen. And I'm going to fight the devils that I need to fight to get the milk and honey. And I'm going to believe that he's going to be right there with me to fight with me to get it. So you got to just use your mouth.
I love that. And I love how like the most cliche things are the things that we still need to live by. Because what I heard you say is don't give up.
Don't give up.
Right. And even in talking about relationships and in, you know, even for myself, I've been single for so long. Like I said, you know, I'm a situationship here and there, you know, but it's like still not giving up on that. And I think that that's something that can reign true with a lot of people in their lives, period, whether it be careers and not in the right financial situation, relationships, what have you, not giving up and continuing to see. And I heard belief, right?
Belief.
Because when that doubt get in there, for the most part, you're not going to be able to continue to believe the way that you think you're believing because you've already let doubt creep in and tell you that you don't have it. But I love that. I love that story of how you continue to believe and got denied 10 times. You have a lot of people who will get denied 10 times and just say, that ain't for me. Let me just go ahead and get in these apartments.
Listen, don't give up and understand what he showed you will come to pass. You got to keep believing. And I know that when I was praying for my marriage to work, I kept praying. I kept asking God, just bring them home, bring them home, bring them home. When it doesn't happen, just know that it's something better out there for you. If I didn't get this house, then God was saying it's something even better out there for you. I remember I went to Pastor Todd Church out in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and my ex went with me, and a prophet walked up and said, you guys gonna have a marriage ministry, and looked at me. And I just looked at her and I'm like, oh my God, we're already doing stuff in the backyard for marriages. And she said, but even if it tarries, don't give up. And so I'm looking, you know, at the time he walks away, he goes outside. And then as he's walking outside, this other prophet walks up to him and says something to his ear. So then I'm looking, he's gone outside. I'm walking out. The prophet stopped me and said, put his hand on me. And he said, God is going to chase him to his grave if he have to. What I heard from God at that moment has nothing to do with you. If he comes, if he stays, he stays. At the end of the day, this is between me and him. But the promise is still on me. The promise is still on me. So I'm not going to let one divorce, two divorce detour me on not believing what God has for me. I know that I'm going to have what God said I'm going to have. If he said I'm going to have a marriage ministry, if he opt out, then it must be somebody better coming.
That's going to be in that ministry with you.
It's going to be somebody better for it.
Oh my goodness.
So I just stay faithful. If this house didn't go through, then I know he got a better house for me. I just believe that. I believe that.
That is powerful. You want to know what? But you mentioned something, and I don't know how much time we're going to have on this. Stand, right? Stand in situations when it's like, it's falling apart, right? But you just, in your mind, you're like, I just got to stay. I got to make this work. For me, I remember not wanting my marriage to end because I felt like a failure. And for myself, and being the Capricorn woman that I am, I'm going to make sure that everything works out. I feel like I have control. I'm going to do it. And I remember when I kept saying, I was not listening to what God was trying to tell me and what God was leading me to. Because I didn't do it, God ended it himself. And I was just like, why was I holding on to something for so long? And you mentioned this, and people will tell you this. stay, try to work it out, try to do this, try to do that. But when it's to the
woman,
stand. Oh my God!
Stand for your man. Intercede. Pray him back home.
No, absolutely. Go. Go. Let the streets have you.
I've heard it all. Pray him back home. Be that woman that stands.
Absolutely
Speak the word of God over him.
Absolutely not.
I tell people all the time, God loves me just as much as he loves him.
Oh. You better say it.
And I am his child.
Yes.
And he loves me.
Yes.
He would never want me to be mistreated and disregarded and thrown to the side and act like I was trying. No, not my God.
Yes.
So, listen, at the end of the day, what God is going to do, God's going to do it.
Absolutely.
With or without my help. As long as I stay in his will.
Amen. And then I also know where it's also being in those spaces where you're appreciated and you're loved. And once you see that you're not appreciated, you're not loved, or you're not cherished anymore, we need to get out of those things. And I don't know why it's something about in relationships, because at a job, we would never allow ourselves to stay in a job somewhere where we're being mistreated. We would try to find another job. But it's something about relationships that people would just be like, you know what? I got to stay. I got to be mistreated. I got to stand in it. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Oh, my goodness.
No. I had the girl call me on the phone. I still have it.
Girl.
And she said, you know he's an opportunist.
Oh.
You know that he's a manipulator.
Yeah.
He would tell you whatever. Why would you do this? Or why would you do that when you knew that he was cheating on you?
Yeah.
I had one girl call me. I mean, it was multiple girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to tell me.
Most of the time when it's one, it's more.
Girl. And I still stayed. And the church people told me, oh, well, you know, our God can do anything. And it was a moment where I'm like, I got this girl calling me.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up at this girl's house.
Yeah.
I'm over here stalking the other girl, trying to figure out when he gonna come out the house.
Child.
I said, no, God, you don't want this for me. If he's not here, he's not here.
Yeah.
But it took me to come all the way down to the end of myself.
Yeah.
Where it was nothing but me and God to understand, let him go. And I had to stop listening to the church mothers. I had to stop listening to all the church people who was telling me, stand for my husband, pray him home. I had to stop that. And I had to really, really tune in, dial in to God.
What God is telling you.
What is he telling me?
Yeah. And not what they think.
Listen, on December 18th, I pulled up one last time.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I said, no more.
Yeah.
No more. And I realized, God, I'm giving it to you. And he just started releasing.
You want to know, and I don't want to rule this to being Capricorns, but I don't know, it's something about me that needs to see and hear it for myself. I don't even think I've told you this story, because I've had that moment before when my ex-husband, when he was at the point where he was ready to leave. I can remember him telling me he just didn't want to be married anymore. And I can remember his now wife, who he was with at that time, when I didn't know, I can remember her sending gifts to our actual house and him saying, oh no, it's just somebody that just has a crush. So we were getting Jordans to the house, liquor, iPad, all of the things was coming. And I'm not insecure, so I'm like, well, shoot, tell the bitch to send me one. I like shoes, I like stuff, send me one too, right? And so I can remember finding out, and deep down inside, I thought maybe, and this is when my mom was still alive, and my mom was like, something going on, you need to check this. But I was just thinking, you don't know. You just ain't got nobody in your life right now. You just don't know. That's how the devil works. The devil like, go ahead and criticize them, make them feel small when they're trying to impart wisdom on you. I remember checking our family computer. So this was at the time when we had like the desktop still. Checking our family computer, and his Gmail was up. And I saw that he was trying to find a place with his, at the time, his girlfriend, and I'm still his wife, and seeing that they were looking for houses together. I went to the place where they were about to go look. They had a showing at a place to go. I don't know if they were renting, buying, what. I showed up at the place, jumped out the car. I have never felt so stupid in my life. I said, let me get over here first. I parked the block back. I hid at the place, waited till they got there and said, what y'all doing? You trying to get a house with her? And I can remember feeling so stupid. Because it's like, when you look at that, it's like, yes, this is your husband, but he is clearly not your husband not the man that you said vows to anymore, that he would be here with another woman looking for a place.
Yeah.
I then knew at that point, not really, because I still did some stupid stuff after that. But it was like, it was the beginning. It was the beginning of knowing. And I said to myself, even looking back, I don't want to ever be in those situations again where I feel like I have to come see it for myself. I've already felt it.
Yeah.
I already know that something's not right. It's showing me that it's not right. I don't need to see proof for everything.
Yeah, no.
But I felt so stupid.
Well, you know what? The girl told me I was stupid.
Yeah, girl, I mean.
I said, listen, my counselor told me if that would have happened to me, windows would have been busted out. Right. And this is a counselor.
Yeah.
This is a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And she's like, listen, if that right there is emotional.
Yeah.
You got all these different feelings.
It's a lot of rage.
It's a rage. It's like all this stuff that's going on inside of you. How dare you?
Yes.
This man was doing this to me for over a year.
Yeah.
I went from one girl house to another girl house and another. And I'm just like, what is happening? I had to look at myself and say, Sharie, who are you?
Yeah.
And matter of fact, the girl said to me, I felt bad for you.
Girl.
When you came over chasing him over to my house, what was you thinking? What made you get? And I'm listening to her. First, I wanted to come over there and take her.
Of course. Yank her up, child.
But then I had to look and I said, what is wrong with you, Sharie?
Like, what am I doing? Why am I in this situation?
What is going on? But then what happens is they would try to label you as being crazy, deranged, but not knowing it's the situation that's put you there.
Yeah.
And I also had to say, you know what, Sharie, what is it inside of me that caused me to do that? Because I never want to be in this situation where I allow somebody who don't want me
say that.
To chase them.
Yes.
I want somebody who wants me.
And especially somebody that said vows to me and proclaimed and act like they actually wanted to be here. And I think that that's what gets us. And a lot of women, I'm just speaking for women since we women, we're like, but you acted like you wanted to be here. It felt like you actually wanted to be here. Right. And then it's like when you're with someone else and like legally on paper, you're supposed to be with me, but you're out here somewhere else. And it's like, learning how to let the bad things go.
Let the bad things go. Release. Surrender it.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes we're holding on to things that ain't even serving us.
Yes.
And that's what I had to learn.
Yeah.
And just a little glimpse of the possibility. I know the old people say all the time, girl, you better keep this man, because you get rid of him, then you get somebody worse. So you might as well let this dog.
Why do people say, like, why are you speaking that on my life? I don't want no bad juju on me.
This dog.
Right.
The other dog you get, you ain't gonna know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, guess what? I know my God loves me. And if I do things right this time, then the next dog that you so-called gonna come is gonna be a dog that treat me
like, not you think this the best dog God can give me?
Girl, listen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen.
I hate that, because it's just like, why? And it's always, and nothing against, of course, our elders, but it's just like, they're speaking... They're not knowing that their words are trying to speak life. And I don't want your words that aren't going to be helpful and going to be fruitful in my life, speaking life into something that I know that's not going to happen, because I know God is greater than that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
I think we didn't talk. An hour?
Yeah, we didn't talk.
And we just went all the way around.
All the way around.
We were talking about, y'all.
We talked about a lot. We Capricorns, we can cover a lot of stuff. That's how we work. That's how our brains work.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
We are coming back again. We're going to bring Paige on to our next one. What do you guys think about us doing a live session?
Y'all want to see us live? So that way y'all can ask some questions and we can talk about it out loud.
Yeah,
I think that a live would be great.
I think a live at the salon would be amazing.
I think we doing a live at the salon. That's what we doing. Y'all say your feedback.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in again to my co-host. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Bye.